Hello everybody, I am just getting stuff set up. I'll do another quick session of drawing from my prompt book. So let me just get this going. I'll be there in a minute, I swear. Yes. Okay. And okay. That is that. Alright, I'm almost done jumping through all the social media hoops here. Got one last thing I gotta do because Instagram doesn't seem to be working on my laptop, so I've got to do it through my phone. So give me 1 second here to just update that. Yeah, look at that. It's working on my phone just fine. Okay, come on, now it's not showing me the image I want. Okay, let me figure this out. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry, this is taking me way longer than I hoped it would. Alright, that's the best I can do for today. Okay, bump. Will it post? Oh, the suspense, it's killing me. I think something's wrong with Instagram right now. Whatever. You know what? Who cares? We're just gonna go for it here. Alright. Ready to draw. Alright, I really gotta clean this desk. I'm just shoving shit out of the way so I can do this. Ill prepared as usual. Okay. Yes, and you know, as I've gotten used to doing now, I start this with a little promo for myself, because why wouldn't you? It's the internet. Yeah, these are pins. They're not new. They are, you know, over the years I've been doing little enamel pins, and I don't know that enough people actually know about them. So yeah, I just thought I'd put a little smattering. There's more pins than this that have been done. There's the Canadian Tux Penguin. There is the Flying Turtle. There is Sir Pugsalot. Is that going? Yeah, that is working. Sorry. There is Pugula, Count Pugula. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, Swarm of Dead Insects. Always a pleasure to have you here. And last but not least for today is the hidden person holding a skull. Ominous, right? Okay, that's enough promo. I'm moving on. Let's get some drawing going here. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I'm I've been very pleased with the way those pins have turned out. Okay. This pen's gonna work. Let's start this up. Okay, your zodiac sign. Wow. My zodiac sign is Gemini, the twins. So we'll start there. I hope everyone's weekend is going well as can be expected. Let's see that. Okay. Yeah, this is all working, right? Sorry, I keep getting paranoid that the stream has stopped for some reason, but it looks like it is working. I keep glancing up and seeing a big paused icon over top of the image, but it seems to be just fine. Maybe it's always been there and I just have never noticed. These twins aren't exactly perfectly twins, but close enough, right? This guy's a little broader than the other one. Okay. Oh, welcome aboard there, Rat Scratches. I'm glad you found me. Do you think they're angry? I don't think the twins are angry. They look a little despondent, maybe, or ominous? I don't know. Creepy? Angry, though? I don't know that they were angry. Maybe, though. They're just quietly hiding the anger. Wow, yeah, swarm of dead insects. I can't remember where you're located. I feel like it's Eastern Europe. Right now, we, in Canada, here in Eastern Ontario, are getting walloped with so much snow as well. Like crazy amounts. Yes, when you don't need to drive anywhere, it is kind of beautiful. Sorry. Okay, what are we doing here? That's the first one. I'm just going to keep it simple. It's just a real simple one to start off with. I'm just curious. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm just checking. Did that thing ever post on Instagram? Oh, it did. Lovely. Good. Okay, that worked. Good. Peace of mind. I got that to work. Next one. I don't know, right above it says Pac-Man video game. Well, gosh, I I really like drawing electrical outlets. I don't know why. I love adding them into stuff. Super mundane. Something about them always pleases me. I have no idea what the back of an arcade unit actually looks like. So, just guessing there. Interesting. Okay. Alright, who's playing this game? Go with one of my favorites. The old Gill man. He's really into it here. I don't know, maybe he's going for a high score, or maybe he's just not very good at Pac-Man and it just stresses him out. I never really got very good at Pac-Man. I played it a decent amount. I can say when it first came out, many years ago, but I was never super good at it. I could clear first couple of mazes pretty consistently, and that was about it. I was never good at like memorizing patterns and, you know, strategizing how to actually do something properly. I just have always gone on instinct and reflex. And that's not necessarily the smartest approach, especially with something like Pac-Man. I'm just going to make up what I think is the decor on the side, Yeah, I think you nailed it there, Swarm of Dead Insects. I think that is subconsciously the appeal of it for me. It sort of brings the mundane and reality of things into a situation that's generally, you know, stuff I draw, generally supernatural or weird. And it makes it funny to me. I guess brings a little humor, the juxtaposition of it all. Okay. Maybe some other guy's watching him play. Probably loudly slurping a big soda. Or a pop, as they say around here in Ontario. I don't know what this guy is. He's kind of a shaggy, Sasquatchy, werewolfy guy. I don't know. I do enjoy the whole arcade setting. There was a great place. It's still there, I believe. I know it is. In just outside of Portland, Oregon, called Next Level. It's this massive, I think it's a couple of massive now warehouses that are just packed with arcade units, and they really tried hard to sort of replicate the feeling of an 80s arcade with the carpeting and the interior decor, and it's just an awesome place. I miss that. There's an interesting place in Ottawa here called the House of Targ, and it's pretty awesome too. It's a little different. It's not near as big, of course, as the place in Oregon, but it kind of has a combo of a music venue, arcade, and they got a good selection of pinball and old arcade games as well. But they do a lot of like punk shows and like cool stuff, which I appreciate. I haven't been to any, mind you, but I have been to the House of Dark just to play video games, and it's been great. So that's kind of cool. There's lots of cool places around. You can always find cool places. There's always cool people around. Just got to find them. Alright, I'm going to say that's good. Okay, let's add a little bit of color to this, right? A little color. Whoops, just about lost my phone there. Where is the green? Oh, there it is. There's the green. Hello, hello. This guy's some brown color. I guess I'm coloring this. I thought I was just going to do some shadowy tones, but I can't help myself. Here we go. Coloring it like a fool. Let's see now. I had to put a color in his fingers. Pac-Man. Oh boy, I gotta remember the color of the ghosts. What colors are they? They're red, pink. Oh my gosh, orange? Yes, pink, orange, red, red, pink, orange, right? I don't remember the names. Blinky, Pinky. Anybody else remember all their names? Pretty sure pink. Orange. I feel like it's orange, right? Blinky, Clyde. Clyde. Pinky. Pinky's one of them, right? The pink one. Clyde, Blinky, and there's one more. Okay, what's the last ghost color? Is it blue? Because, I mean, they turn blue when you can eat them, a light blue. I'm going to say blue, unless I see anything different show up in the chat. Inky. That sounds right. Inky. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. I think it's blue, right? Yeah, we're going with blue. That seems right. That feels right. Okay. Nice. Cyan. Perfect. That's very specific, it feels like. Okay. Yeah, Clyde's the only one actually employed. Maybe. Man, Pac-Man was so huge back in the day. Still remember when they had a Saturday morning cartoon, everything. Anything that could be branded with Pac-Man was. Okay. Hello, hello. Wow, lots of first-time folks showing up today. That's great. Hopefully this is entertaining and enjoyable. And I apologize if it isn't. Alright, that feels pretty good. Oh, Brett, we did have Pac-Man fever. Alright, what else we got here? A piñata. Okay, I'll do a piñata. One of my son's drawings on the other page here. Warrior. Pretty good. Looking pretty menacing, but he's out in the hot sun. Interesting. Piñata. See if I can do sort of a more extreme angle here, just to liven it up a little. Interesting. 2010, or around the 2010s. I did not know of that. Or if I did, I've forgotten, which is also likely. Interesting psychedelic music. This kid can't wait to see that piñata get whacked. Okay, let's see. Well, that I wasn't thinking of this angle when I first drew the piñata, but I guess that works. It's a little flat on, but you know, whatever. Okay, I think the piñata's got to be nice and colorful, right? And those guys traditionally are. Okay, mm-hmm. Oh, what else do we got here? We need blue. Oh my gosh, I got a million blue pencils on this other side. And what could be the final color here? Oh, a little bit pink, maybe. I don't know. There you go. Nice and colored up. I have no clue what you're referring to, Swarm of Dead Insects. I do know, though, of Ross Scott, because that name, he long ago did a extremely popular review of the Telltale game I did, Puzzle Agent, and my goodness, that brought a lot of folks my way in terms of fans appreciating my work and just people getting the game, and I've always been very grateful that he liked that game, and my goodness, he promoted the heck out of it. So that's cool, but I don't know, what is this hearing on the Stop Killing Games activists, and which side? I mean, you don't have to get into a whole bunch of detail here if you don't want to, but what exactly is this all about? I have no clue. Alright, that's all I'm doing for the piñata. Gonna move on to a field of sunflowers. Okay, can do that. Excuse me. Ostensibly single-player games and then disable them, meaning like they're just not available online anymore. So even if you've purchased them, they're just gone. I mean, I know that was always a big fear or criticism when Telltale first was trying out its episodic games. But that was early in the days, and everyone was assured that they would never not make them available, but I don't know that anyone can truly guarantee that in a world of ever-changing and evolving tech, and certainly with some of the unscrupulous or scrupulous, I don't know, suspicious, suspect, not so great folks that are controlling the reins of a lot of it. Oh boy, I don't know about sunflowers. I walked into this thinking I knew what a sunflower actually looked like, and now I'm not so sure. Anyway, sorry, distracted. Interesting. Okay, so okay, I understand it. And Ross, from where I stand, not surprisingly, is on the right side of it as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. Because yeah. Oh, the wizard on the other side. I was like, what wizard? I'm drawing sunflowers. Got it. Older drawing. Well, if your friend looks like that, seems like a pretty good friend, right? Interesting. Okay, oh, that's fascinating. Thank you for informing me about that. I will say that thankfully, Puzzle Agent 1 and 2 is still available on Steam through the newly, well, not new now, but the current form of Telltale Games, which is by a bunch of folks I don't actually know, but they seem like decent folks, and they're still making it available. Cool. Well, it sounds like Ross is, not surprisingly, fighting the good fight for gamers around the globe. That's cool. Yeah, I would have loved Puzzle Agent to be available on a lot of other platforms. There was a short amount of time where it was really seriously getting, I think, considered for, I want to say the Switch. I don't know. It was going to expand on a lot of platforms, and it just didn't work out. Telltale had bigger and larger fish to fry at that point, and Puzzle Agent kind of got lost in the shuffle. This is the old Telltale. So, anyway, I think I still get asked pretty much almost daily via email or DMs about whether there'd ever be more Puzzle Agent. And I still hold out hope that at some point I will figure that out and get that happening. I just get too distracted on too many things, and I apologize for that. Well, I don't know if I just answered your question there, R3D Finch, but yeah, there is currently no formal plans for more Puzzle Agent, but believe me, I would love to make it happen. So we'll see. I just need to figure out the logistics of it. Okay, so here we are. We got a field of sunflowers, which is fine, but I gotta, I'll admit, I don't think my ability to draw flowers in an appealing way is all that great. I need something to spice this up. So I'm gonna put in the background Godzilla? Godzilla. He's standing way in the distance in this field of beautiful sunflowers. I like drawing Godzilla. I don't think I draw Godzilla very accurately, but I enjoy drawing my version of him. Or her, really? Is it a her or a him? What's the consensus on that? Because in theory, did Godzilla not give birth to Godzuki? Which, by the laws of nature, should probably make Godzilla a lady? Does it matter? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry, weird tangent there. All to say again that I just enjoy drawing Godzilla. He, she, they is awesome. One of Japan's greatest gifts to the world, I'd say. I mean, Japan's got a lot of great gifts to the world, don't get me wrong, but Godzilla is one of my personal favorites. Maybe we'll throw a mountain range in there for some scale, just to give a sense of just how big this field is and how big Godzilla, of course, is. All right, throw a little color on this, shall we? A little color. Just slap a little color on it. Here we go. I'm really coloring messily today, but you know, sometimes that adds to the vibe. Kind of makes it feel looser, the drawing, just because my coloring's so friggin' sloppy and hasty. But that's the way it is today. I can't help it. Verbal. I just read the Nick Hamblin verbal contract. Yeah, I don't know that that binds me to anything, but yeah, I do want more puzzle agent, just like a lot of other people apparently. Just gotta, again, figure out logistics. It's never as easy as it seems. A lot of tangled whatevers to figure out. Structure, and it takes a lot of work to make a video game, as anybody who's worked in that industry knows. A lot of work. A lot of know-how. And that is something I lack, a little bit of know-how. Got a lot of friends who have a lot of know-how, so maybe one of these days get it figured out. This is rather a pleasant scene, actually, now. Look at this. Okay, let's add a little bit of, I'm gonna get some sky going on in here. Is the chat still working? It seems strangely quiet, but maybe people are just relaxing, or I don't know, or they're bored. Although, how can you be bored when you have this scene of Godzilla in a field of sunflowers? Oh, I see. Well, keep doing your chores. I don't mean to interrupt. Yeah, I just get words. You know, you just get a little worried sometimes. Not that there's any, I have to be super entertaining or anything. I just, I don't know. I just get worried when it gets a little too quiet. Exactly right. Time to stop and smell the flowers. Some purpley mountains in the background. Yeah, Godzilla's just trying to spend a little time reflecting and figure this whole relaxing thing out. That's good. No, I'm glad. Now I feel silly requiring you guys. You don't need to say anything in the chat. Keep doing your chores. Get things done. I'll just be here drawing anyway, regardless. And I'll stop worrying that people are bored with this whole thing. Yeah, a little Bob Ross in here, right? I could totally see Bob Ross drawing a field of sunflowers, which I'm sure he might have at some point. And I don't know that Bob Ross would have added a Godzilla, but maybe he would have, and that would have been fun to watch. That would have been amazing to watch. actually. And that's fair. Again, swarm insects, don't feel any pressure. It's my own insecurities showing up here, and that's on me. No, please ask away. The more I feel like, the more the universe calls out for Puzzle Agent, maybe that helps get it to happen. Whether motivating me to figure it out and whatever, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I'll never be upset with people asking for more Puzzle Agent. Isn't that what the internet actually is anyway, Swarm of Dead Insects? It's turned out that the internet is really just a way to exchange insecurities by everyone. Okay. Boy, I did not expect to be so pleased with this concept, this prompt. And yet here I am, totally happy with this little image. It's messy and it's not exactly beautifully composed, but not even colored very well, but I don't know. Something about it. I like it. Not a drawing I would have done on my own, but this prompt created it. Or sparked it, I should say. Okay. All right, that works. Works well enough for me. That's a great question, Nick Hamblin. I like to think not too many. I like to think of myself as a singular, unique artist, but who knows? Maybe a lot of people go there too. Sunflowers, Godzilla. Okay, treasure map. Treasure map. Afternoon, Darko Neko. I feel like every time I draw a captain, or a pirate captain, I think I'm just subconsciously defaulting to Captain Crunch, at least for the hat. And I don't know that that's too historically accurate, but it is what it is. Because I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and there was a lot of commercials for cereal. Historically crunchy, yes. Let's give him Captain America boots. I used to always like drawing those as a kid. Captain America boots, which generally I think were inspired by pirate boots, right? Yeah, Captain Crunch was tough on the mouth. You're right. Scratchy. Yeah, hard. Guys are all checking this map out here. Intertextuality. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever heard that word. I like it. Yeah, I feel like these pirates are a little perplexed by this map. Don't think it's an obvious obvious course of action to be taken here. Let's see, what else? I need to add a few more guys. Did I draw for newspapers? Not really. I mean, I had a few things printed in the local paper when I was growing up because they had little drawing contests for kids and stuff. So I guess that counts. I did. I mean, the main reason I think I ended up in this career is because I was a huge fan of Peanuts, Charles Schulz's strip with Snoopy and Charlie Brown, and I did aspire at a very early age that I wanted to be a newspaper cartoonist, newspaper strip. But, you know, of course, that industry and world has dramatically changed. Not really much of a... I don't know. I got onto a different track in some respects. And, you know, got into animation. And so, I don't know. I've been lucky enough to do a lot of things that I just want to do in different mediums. And I've carved out a career of doing things in animation and in comics, but more graphic novels and less actual newspaper comic strips. But that was always a dream at one point, to do that. Learn that when you draw pirate ships, just draw lots of ropes. Go in all kinds of different ways. I don't think I'm going to add color. I'm just going to add some shadow to this stuff. I think that will suffice. Got the whole crew there. I'm just going to leave it that simple. Why not? It's not so bad. Don't need to overdress this up. Pirates. No, sorry. Treasure map. The other page is pirate ship with a very angry captain. Okay. Let's do a couple more doodles here for the day. A couple more prompts. Oh boy, what else to do here? All right, we'll do, I don't know, Santa's sled. Kind of an odd prompt. But of course, I immediately thought of a grim idea, so why not? On there. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This is an interesting idea. Pretty sure this wasn't the intended image with this prompt, but that's the beauty of a prompt book. It's whatever you want to draw. And this is what I wanted to draw. Dead Santa. Oh, what's wrong with me? I don't know. Feel like his sleigh crashed in some remote forest. It's been there for a long time. Could be. I'm figuring some guy hiking in the woods finds him. Wow. Pretty grim, but I don't know. Just the cycle of life, I guess, right? Let's see. Gotta sell this whole Santa idea, so I better color this in red. Fine. I think that is half the fun for me, is coming up with pretty not what you'd expect the prompt to entice you to draw. Maybe I think of myself a little too clever for my own good here. I don't know, or just morbid. But this just cracks me up. I don't know. Not cracks me up, but I don't know, like putting a twist on this somehow. Is this a twist? I don't even know. Anyway, it's the first thing I thought of when I saw the prompt. Santa's sled. This is what came into my mind. Well, hello, Fritz the Wolf. Welcome. I am unfortunately just about done for the day. This is the last one I'm going to do today, but I'm glad you showed up. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let's add some decent shading shadows to this. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I think I feel I can walk away from this now. Pretty much. A couple little finessey touches here. Cool. Okay. I think that's it. I think I'm done. As always, everybody, thank you for coming along for the ride today. I think I got a few decent ones done today. Let me just add a little shadow here. Sorry. And yeah, I'm feeling like it's starting schedule-wise turning into a regular-ish thing where I can show up on a Saturday morning. I can't guarantee it, but working towards some regularity in when I do this stream. But I'd say right now I seem to be falling into a pattern of Saturday mornings here. Saturday mornings my time. Anyway, so maybe that's the plan. Thanks everybody, and yeah, I'll be back potentially next Saturday morning. All right, thanks everyone.